we are now continue to uncover more information about Lisa Marie Naegle, the BRIDALPLASTY contestant, former contestant who was murdered after a night out with
that guy.
That guy.
That guy
Jackie
is
Jerome Rogers.
He is now. That was a picture taken hours before she was killed, and he is now in custody, booked for her murder. We are told by law enforcement he confessed to the murder and actually led them to her body. But now we know more and know that the murder weapon itself, cops say they have found it. That would be a hammer.
The hammer that he allegedly used to bludgeon her to death with.
Hitting her 7 times in the head.
Exactly. And also they've recovered some of her blood-soaked clothes. Now remember, we reported that when she was buried in the shallow grave at his house, she was nude. And we now know that he stripped her of the blood-soaked clothing because he was trying to basically hide evidence. I mean, he
somehow thought in his head that by wiping blood off her or whatever else he wiped off of her, that it would somehow take the scent away for cops if they ended up finding her body, which doesn't make any sense, obviously.
It does, yeah, it doesn't make sense. But he scattered the bloody clothes around in a couple places.
They got some of it.
We do know, yeah, some of them were recovered.
But the key to this is the hammer. And, you know, again, we broke the story that they left the club together. There's surveillance video showing them leaving the club together. She's following him into his SUV. They went to a Jack in the Box. And then we're told, at least according to his confession, that she said she was going to break up with him. And he freaked out and hit her in the head with a hammer 7 times. The weird thing is, why was there a hammer in his car?
We said this. Why was there a hammer in the car? Because, and do we know, I mean, did they find it in the car?
No.
Or he had gotten rid of the hammer?
I think it's unclear where exactly they found it.
I don't think the hammer was in the car, but whatever it was, he led them to the hammer.
The hammer being, if the hammer's in the car, that's not a normal tool that you have in your car.
Especially for a nursing student. Like if you work construction maybe, but you're a nursing student. Why would you have a hammer? Yeah, and cops actually did impound his car, like because Harvey said, you know, she was seen getting into it at 2:18 a.m. And one of our sources told us that he may have actually killed her inside the car.
Yeah, now I got to tell you, I don't think this is an issue anymore because he's confessed to it, to the cops. They found the body, they've got the murder weapon. I think the only issue is this going to be viewed as murder 1 or murder 2? Because obviously, if this is a premeditated, I mean, if he brought a hammer knowing he was going to do it, then it's premeditated and it's murder 1. And I think the issue is, are they going to treat this as a crime of passion or a premeditated murder? And obviously, that's up to the DA. The DA hasn't said.
Hi, this is Phyllis Spillman, and I'm from LA. And I have a quick question. So what's really odd is, one, he killed, you know, the hammer was in there, but then how he cleaned her before putting her in the ground, which seems like
bizarre.
It seems very psychotic. And
it seems psychotic. It also seems like something he saw in a movie and thought that would
God,
somehow,
you know what? You're totally right. I never thought of it. You're totally right. He saw this somewhere and he did it.